Dear friends, hello. Today I would like to speak with you about one technique that we all use very much in our playing, which is the spiccato. Many times has happened both when performing solo or in orchestra especially, that many students are finding it difficult or struggling to get that passage nice and crispy or to simply have the clarity. And that all comes from our bow hand, basically. The technique for the spiccato, if we take the theory that the spiccato derives from staccato. Now, I'll try to explain it in a very simple way. So, what you need is a contact of the string, and let's say that's like a ball. Then you just pull, but then while pulling, you don't sustain the pressure on the string. You just leave it with speed and let the string, so to say, work for you. I don't know if you can hear that. And also backwards. And that way, you can have a very clear staccato, which you can control. So rather than playing and getting stuck on the string, or even worse, because there is many students coming with such a staccato, let's say, that later I will explain to you why makes a bad spiccato. So the trick is that literally you have to start the note and have this, so to say, I don't know if you can see this tension, pressure on the string, and then just let it go. It's a little bit like with a bow and arrow, the moment just before you shoot the arrow. So it's that feeling of then release and staying close to the string, which then can get you that kind of really clear and juicy staccato, which then later, when speeded up, now, looking from that perspective, many students have told me, but wait, you are taking the bow of the strings. Actually, I'm not. Now, I will do another shot so that you can see it closely, and I will explain to you better. So, as I was saying, what we initially need is the contact. Now, if you can see the contact on the string, do you see the string moving? It's just before I let it go, and then I let it go. Now, this is just an explanation of how to let go of the string. Now, the staccato, for the staccato, you should not lift the string away. So you see I'm staying close to the string, so that both ways I can have the same contact. And then when speeding up, so as you can see, so you see from this perspective you can realize I'm actually not leaving the string, so I'm not doing this. Reason is that once you leave the string, you cannot really control when are you going to go back on the up bow or vice versa. So as long as you release the string with kind of this sound, see, I'm not making almost any sound, but that gives me the opportunity to have immediate contact when, see, it gives me immediate chance for a contact. This doesn't matter of the bow hold. The same goes for the French bow hold and German bow hold. So it's just question of the grip with the string. So never do this because it's simply impossible to control it. See this? Now that kind of spiccato, now, if you see my bow, it's very, very close to the string. So, as I just showed you in that example, it's in a way kind of optical illusion. So when you came close and saw the bow and the contact, my contact on the string, you realize that I'm not going far. But if you see me from there, look. It looks like I'm off the string, so don't get confused the two. It's very, very important for especially young players to understand this. The second tip that I would like to say, which is combined with this, is basically how we use our elbow while playing the spiccato, or in general playing any type of music. You see many players playing with their elbow down. So for example, let's say if I have to play on this string, my elbow should be here. Our main sound comes from this part, as we are, so to say, pulling and dragging the sound of the string. Doesn't matter with high pressure or not, but our main sound comes from back there. So that means that the energy of the sound from the shoulder has to go all the way through all the joints, all the arm, in our fingers, on the bow, and on the string. Now, any moment where that energy is broken, it affects the sound. So if I have my elbow here, or if I have my shoulder like this, it's impossible to get a good sound or a good technique. This goes very much for the spiccato. So if you have the spiccato like this, it's simply, as you can see, it goes all over the shop. You cannot really control it. Well, if you have it in the exact same line from your back shoulder, see? Now, saying that, when I want to change the string, I simply go full hand on the next string. You see, I'm not just twisting the wrist, which is a very, very big mistake that many players do. So don't just go with the wrist, go full arm. Same goes on G string. To many of my students, I say, imagine there is a magic circle here, and just follow it. Just follow it. Last advice when playing spiccato is to make the difference, which you probably already know, the difference of the strings. So that has to do with, if you play on the low register, you would have to more have a concise attacca. While if you play in the high register, you need to go closer to the bridge. So, the trick, always playing at the point. So, as you all know, the point is some like 3/4 of the bow. Let me see, somewhere here. Yeah, how to know where is the point when you do this with the bow? Just hold it until you feel the balance. Now, that point is where you play the note. And very important to practice to control the spiccato. So my advice is you will start very slowly, contact, good hand, and just let go. But not over the string, stay on the string. Then again, contact and backwards. Contact. So try it in a certain tempo without, so to say, beat. Then try to increase it. And very important now, try to slow it down. And you would realize that with slowing down, you will come back to what I said at the beginning, the bow stroke of a correct staccato. I really hope this small tip was useful for you all. So practice your spiccatos. Bow technique chefchik is something that all of us should have it as a daily appetizer. So I wish you all the best in your careers, and thank you for watching.